In a world obsessed with noise, likes, and empty recognition, there exists a rare kind of strength. A strength that doesn't need applause. A strength that doesn't beg for validation. A strength that speaks without words. The silent storm. This storm is not born overnight. It's forged in sweat, in early mornings when the world still sleeps, and in late nights when exhaustion tells you to quit. It's built in silence, when no one is watching, when the gym is empty, when there's no camera, no crowd, no one cheering you on. This is where warriors are born. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Not in the roar of the crowd, but in the whispers of discipline. You see, the silent storm doesn't announce itself. It doesn't scream. It doesn't ask for permission. It simply grows, stronger and stronger, until the day it cannot be ignored. Think about it. Every rep you grind out in silence, every set you finish when your body is begging to stop, every drop of sweat that falls unnoticed. All of it is building something greater than muscle. It's building character. It's building unshakable mental toughness. It's building the storm inside you. And one day, when the world least expects it, the storm will break. You will walk into the room, and your presence alone will speak louder than words. Not because you showed off. Not because you demanded attention. But because you became undeniable. Understand this. True strength doesn't need to shout. The strongest oak tree doesn't scream about its roots. The mountain doesn't brag about its height. And the ocean doesn't need to explain its depth. They simply are. That's what you are becoming. Not noise. Not empty pride. But substance. A storm of iron will. A force of silent discipline. This journey is not for the faint of heart. There will be days when your body feels heavy. When your mind screams that you're done. When doubt tries to whisper in your ear. But the silent storm ignores those whispers. It doesn't listen to weakness. It listens only to purpose. And what is your purpose? To become unbreakable. To become unstoppable. To rise above the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Your storm is not built on talent. It's not built on luck. It's built on consistency. On discipline. On the relentless decision to keep going no matter how heavy the weight. No matter how dark the night. No matter how long the road. And when you finally emerge, when the storm you've built inside can no longer be contained, you won't need to say a word. Your actions, your physique, your presence will say everything. Because storms don't talk, they transform everything in their path. So remember this. Every rep counts. Every set matters. Every moment of silence is fuel for the storm inside you. You don't need the crowd. You don't need their cheers. You don't need their validation. All you need is the fire within. One day, the silent storm will rise. And when it does, the world will know that nothing, no obstacle, no doubt, no weakness could ever stop you. Because you didn't just train for strength. You became strength. You became the storm. You didn't just train for strength. You became strength. You became the storm. But what does it mean to become the storm? It means you no longer separate who you are from what you do. Training isn't just something you do, it's something you are. Discipline isn't just a tool, it's your second nature. Every movement, every decision, every ounce of energy in your body reflects the truth. You have become the embodiment of power, resilience, and purpose. Think about this. Storms are not fragile. Storms don't ask for permission to move. Storms don't hesitate. Storms don't break. They arrive, and everything in their path is tested. Some things fall, some things bend, but the storm never bows. And neither do you. When you step into the gym, you are not a person simply lifting weights. You are a force of nature shaping steel with your bare hands. You are a storm bending iron to your will. You are proof that pain can be transformed into power, and struggle can be transformed into growth. The world will not always understand you. Most people will see the hours, the sweat, the sacrifice and ask, why? But storms don't explain themselves. Storms simply arrive and leave their mark. That's what you do when you commit to greatness. You leave your mark on the weights, on your mind, and eventually on the world. You became strength when you pushed through that last rep your body begged you to quit on. You became strength when you showed up on days when your energy was gone. You became strength when you chose discipline over excuses, purpose over comfort, fire over fear. And becoming the storm means this: you don't just train for yourself anymore. You train to inspire. You train to prove that it's possible to rise above mediocrity. You train to be the example that others look at when they feel weak, when they feel broken, when they feel like giving up. Because storms, awaken storms. Understand this truth: storms are contagious. Your energy, your fire, your presence will ignite others who see you. When they witness your dedication, when they feel your silent strength, something inside of them stirs. They begin to awaken their own storm. So when you lift that weight, you're not just lifting for yourself. You're lifting for every soul who has forgotten their power. For every person trapped in weakness, trapped in excuses, trapped in fear. Your storm becomes their signal that they too can rise. And this is why storms are feared. Because they cannot be controlled. Because they inspire change. Because they break everything fake, weak, or shallow in their path. When you became the storm, you declared war on weakness. You declared war on mediocrity. You declared war on the version of yourself that once settled for less. Now you are the storm that doesn't stop. The storm that doesn't bow. The storm that transforms every obstacle into fuel. Every rejection into motivation. Every failure into fire. So ask yourself, will you live like a gentle breeze that goes unnoticed? Or will you rise as a storm that shakes the ground, carves the mountains, and demands respect without speaking a single word? Because you've already chosen. You've already proven it. You didn't just train for strength. You became strength. You became the storm. And storms never die. They move, they grow, they evolve, they return again and again, each time stronger than before. That is your destiny. Not to fade. Not to be forgotten. But to rise again, every time you are challenged, every time you are tested, until the world has no choice but to respect the force you have become. So carry this truth with you. You are not just a lifter. You are not just a fighter. You are not just a dreamer. You are the storm. And when the storm rises, nothing, no man, no weight, no obstacle, no failure, no fear can ever stop you.